and frankly, it is more easily said than done, especially if you examine the developments of the more recent past, which have been characterized by a major shift in the political landscape. For many going to the polls, the historic and traditional division still holds sway. But some experts will tell you that De Valera's last general election in 1957 was also the last election in which Civil War politics played a significant part. In 1961, a new direction begun by John A. Costello and Gerald Sweetman and led by Sean Lemass and T.K. Whittaker was sweeping Ireland. It was marked by the creation of the IDA and the first programme for economic expansion. It spoke of free trade, of inward investment, of industrial development, of programmes for economic expansion, and even of joining the newly formed EEC. The era of protectionism in Ireland was over. A new generation of Fianna Fáil politicians embraced this thing, and the arrival of the dynamic leadership of Enda Kenny to Fine Gael, together with an influx of young pragmatic politicians, have reversed the shape of Irish politics. A greatly expanded and focused the view that I've heard many express, and with which I sympathise, that perhaps we had reached the time to forego differences, historic and otherwise, to engage the mind on the possibility of coming together in some form of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil. Now, I recognise that would represent a sea change in Irish political life and an enormous challenge to implement. I recognise the difficulties. I recognise, most especially in the current climate, the fear people have of an overwhelming political majority. I recognise the distrust of the electorate has because of the actions of the recent Fianna Fáil administration and the determination that what happened before will not recur and that Fianna Fáil must be punished in government in the short term. I recognise the promise of significant political reform is moving more slowly than we would wish. And most of all, that those who have been the victims of our economic collapse, rather than those who have created that collapse, have suffered most. This is not right or just. But in spite of these reservations, I believe coalition of Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil has much to offer at a time of huge challenge for Ireland. The creation of a new right-left political landscape, the introduction and implementation of new ideas quickly, the merging of strong, determined personalities, and the emergence, in my view, at the end, of a new and stronger Ireland. But perhaps I am too trusting. Some people would argue I am naive. But I suspect the Irish people would like to see this development, perhaps not immediately, but not either in the distant future. I personally would like to see this development as part of a new political landscape true to the ideals of Collins.